Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Early Morning Reader. I hope you're all having a great day and enjoying the weather. I brought some stories, and it's called The Red Carpet. Let's find out what this is about. At the top of a hill on LaSalle Avenue stood a little hotel. It was called the Bellevue. It had green window boxes full of bright flowers, a gaily striped awning to keep off the showers. On special occasions, the doorman in blue rolled out a lovely red carpet, too. One day, the head clerk told the doorman, Jim West, "I want the hotel to look at its best. The Duke of Sultana is coming to stay. Get busy and clean up the front right away. Shine up the doorknobs and sweep up the floors, then roll out the carpet right through the front door." So the doorman cleaned up with a mop and a broom, and then he put it away in a little back room. And he took out the carpet that they kept there in store and laid it down gently upon the smooth floor. He took off the string and the covering too, and he gave it a push with the toe of his shoe. Swiftly it rolled down the corridor floor, right through the lobby and out through the door, over the sidewalk where people were strolling, out to the curb. Then, it kept right on rolling. Oh my goodness. It kept it into the street, dodging buses and hacks, way out over the trolley car tracks. Oh my. The doorman and clerk ran outside in surprise. The doorman just could not believe his own eyes. "I've rolled that red carpet out times by the score, but nothing like this ever happened before." The chief clerk looked puzzled and scratched his head. "You must have pushed it too hard," he said. That must have been it. In the meantime, the carpet rolled down the hill. Second by second, it rolled faster still. Cars slamming the brakes with loud grunts and squeals. Dogs left their masters and barked at its heels. The doorman ran after it, shouting, "Hey!" Everyone rushed to get out of the way. Right by the traffic policeman it sped, just as the light was turning red. The cop blew his whistle, it took to no heed. It was going fast now, and gathering speed. "Bless me," cried Officer Mike O'Shea. "The hotel's red carpet has run away." Oh my goodness, it just ran away. Then zip it dashed through the public square, and folks at the benches jumped up in the air. To Tony Tortoni it gave such a start, it upset every pretzel he had on his cart. It was speeding so fast that the wind whistled wee as it passed a big old statue in the middle of the street. When it came to the park gates, the carpet swerved right through the center of town. It continued its flight. It turned left on Pearl Street and traveled down Main. It turned a corner of Plum Street and then turned left again. It weaved to and fro, in and out like a thread. Oh my goodness, look at this carpet going all the way around town. As soon as the whole city was covered in bright red. That's kind of cool, though. Big old carpet. As it flashed by his office, the mayor, Mr. Potts, cried, "That carpet is tying this town into knots. Arrest it at once and restore peace and calm." He pressed on a buzzer and gave the alarm. And from the station houses all over the place, policemen poured out to take up the chase. The carpet sped south down DeWitt Avenue, then headed east along Route 22. It's going all the way out of town. They crouched on their cycles, their faces were scowling, their motors were roaring, and their sirens were howling. Uphill and down the dale in great leaps and bounds, the carpet raced on like a hare chased by hounds. Past orchards and meadows where cattle were grazing, past silos and barns. Its speed was amazing. Across level crossings and bridges it sped, leaving behind a trail of bright red. Lower they crouched and they rode faster still, but the carpet sped on over the bow of a hill. It covered the yards up to the dock in a flash, and it flew off the end of a slip with a splash. The policemen behind all pulled up to the flock just as the ferry was coming into dock. It came all the way to the ferry. Oh my goodness. And there on the ferry boat, Annabella Lou, was the Duke of Sultana and his retinue. My goodness, he beamed. when he saw the display. "This is a tremendous surprise, I must say. The whole squad of police, and a red carpet too, to welcome me from the Hotel Bellevue." Oh my goodness, look at that. What fortune. He shook hands with the captain again and again, and the captain was just too polite to explain, and he smiled at the Duke and he called to his force, "Now that we're here, we must drive back, of course. We finished our job, so we might just as well escort the Duke back to the Hotel Bellevue." So they formed up a line, two in a file, that stretched down the roadway for almost a mile. At the head rode the police, their sirens were screaming, and in the rear rode the Duke in his motor car beaming. Back they all rode as folks cheered and waved on the bright scarlet path that the carpet had paved. In the village and the city, the townfolk turned out to welcome the Duke and his men with a shout. Newsmen took pictures, reporters took notes, broadcasting people got hoarse in their throats. It was no time at all before everyone knew of the carpet, the Duke, and the Hotel Bellevue. And as the Duke himself said as his car came to rest, "I've had many welcomes, but this is the best. The warmth of your greeting fills me with much cheer. When I come to town, I shall always stay here. And you can be sure I shall well recommend the Bellevue Hotel to all of my friends." And he certainly told every friend that he'd got. For guests came from London, Paris, and Kobe, and big towns and cities all over the globe, and the fame of the inn spread so far and so wide that they soon had to add a new wing to each side. When you go to town, be sure to stay too at the home of the carpet, the Hotel Bellevue, and you'll see the carpet that served them so well. It's the pride and the joy of the Bellevue Hotel. What a silly story and that silly carpet. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.